Okay, everybody. I got a timer going for 3 minutes. I'm gonna get started here in 3 minutes. I think this is sharing correctly. Okay, let's see. Stop video. No, more. Close that. I'm over here. 2 minutes. I think I got this going right. How we doing today, Chris? Oh, I got a 2-minute timer going, and then I'm gonna get started with my meditation and visualization practice I do. And basically all the videos I've done previously, I pretty much take this technique I use and I combine it with other techniques like visualization, meditation, breathing, and chakra energy colors. And I take a concept of a morphogenic field, which is the energy field that encompasses every atom. It basically the atomic representation of energy. It's a spinning sphere that goes around you like a geosphere at the festivals. So I lock every one of my chakra energy rings into place in a meditative state and visualize myself spinning those rings around me as a way to absorb positivity and repel negativity all day long by just seeing every color in the chakra spectrum. So visually, I look around and I can see the physical exercises I do for the color red, which are sit-ups, or the color black, which are pull-ups. Every time I see a color, I can see myself doing the physical exercises. I physically exercise about 20 minutes a week tops. The rest of the time, it's all a constant meditative state. So let's see. Bam. Let's see. Mute that commercial. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, I gotta turn that up. I can't hear you. Pause. Oh, I guess my timer's going off. There we go. So you can hear me good, Chris?
Yep.
Awesome. Give me just half a sec to get my other phone going. Join meeting. This one started. No. Oh, no. Come on. I should be able to just. Am I in it? 2, 3. There we go. Get the phone in there. And bam. Easel. Get it angled better. Bam. Now, as you can see in my other camera, I got all my paints here.
Nice.
I always do. Geez, that goes minimal. So the way I do it is every morning I started this meditation practice with actually oh, stupid commercials. But so well, the commercial plays. I started the meditation visualization technique I've started by taking the visual original 7 chakras, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and white with pink at the top. And I added a couple and I rearranged a couple because I had some insight that the pink crown energy needs to come from within because it's a healing energy, not from without. And the black energy most people mistake for negativity is actually a prime source of abundance because it's your dirt, it's your negative point of being a seed for growth and abundance. So it's a pull-up point, which is why I use pull-ups as my exercise for the color black. So I start with black, then go red. Well, as I say this, let me get the go black, which is going to be gray today because I don't want to pull out the other one. Black, red, which was traditionally the ground, but because I use actual ground and connection to the planet through the idea of seeding yourself within the mother, then I take the red, and it's actually the flow of the blood from the planet to you, which helps promote growth. I take orange, and I know that orange is like fire and heat, your solar plex. Then I move to yellow. Yellow is your happy spots, your joy, your connection with sun, flowers. Basically, with each color, I do a physical exercise, a meditative exercise, a breathing work exercise, and a visual exercise that when I look at each color, all of them can be combined into one practice that because I take my next color is green, which is your heart chakra, your connection to everything abundant in the planet because it supports you in every way. The plants around you, photosynthesis, all the color green. And then blue is your throat chakra. It's a sound, which is why I started adding numbers to each one of the colors. So black being 1, red being 2, orange being 3, yellow being 4, 5 being green, 6 is blue, your throat chakra. So when I visualize the color blue, the physical exercise is actually horse stance from martial arts, where you take a position and you do your punches, but you make a fucking sound automatically. So you connect with the chakra on that physical level. Because if you already do martial arts, you already have position mentally in your head. So having the sound as an exit point with your movements creates a energy body and physical body synergy. So then the color purple, so you got blue, blue's the throat chakra, it's your voice, it's your activation, it's your speaking up, saying what you mean, doing what you want. And purple is your third eye connection. And the third eye connection gets you all the divine powers, insight, like in Thundercats, sight beyond sight, the ability to see things that aren't there, connection to the unknown, the unseen. There's always something. feel so far when I take and do my meditative practices, I can take my purple energy body and physically feel it and then expand it out to a planetary level and then connect it to the satellites while I'm driving to get intuition as to where I need to let off the gas as I'm driving. Because the satellites see everything in infrared and all the colors. And it's all just energy. And we're nothing but energy to begin with. There's no reason we can't tap into that. But that's your third eye. That's your energy center. It's your intuition. It's your sight beyond sight. It's your clairvoyance. It's your ability to know things happen in a reason at a time. There's nothing good or bad. The universe is neither negative or positive. It's all energy. It's all abundance. You just focus on what you want it to be. If you want it to be negative, it's going to be negative. If you want it to be positive, it'll be positive. Your battles come in the areas of your strengths, not your weaknesses. So the universe is going to support you. It's going to challenge you. And it's going to make you try to give up. Fuck that. We don't give up. We just pivot and find something more to do. And so then when I do like I said, I take purple. Usually when I talk through this, I'll put some of the color on the board. As I paint, I also take and know that after purple, because I rearranged it, and physically, the exercise for purple I use is jump roping because it is a visualization of a energy source spinning around you centrifugally, which pulls in the things you're looking for and repels the things you're not. And then, like I said before, I switched the pink and the white chakras around, so pink comes after purple. And the Michelangelo figure of the person doing jumping jacks is the physical representation of what I do with the pink color. The jumping jacks is the visual I use for pink. And the reason I do the pink as a jumping jacks is because if you know anything about meridian lines in the body and acupuncture, when you do jumping jacks, it increases your energy level and activates all of your meridian lines, which means that you're increasing blood flow to all your nerve endings in your body, which automatically means you've increased the ability to heal exponentially, because the positive effects of your body being energized, if you ever notice one of those scratches, you have the ability to regenerate instantaneously depending on the cut. You just have to be able to let him focus your energy into it. So sometimes it takes time, but then time
I've
and
actually
space
experienced that.
are just paradigms. What'd you say, Chris?
I said I actually have experienced that before. One time I was at a music festival and my knee went and it was like feeling really a lot of pain and stuff like that. And
Pause the music, turn you up. There we go. My hearing
I
aids.
was like, my knee was in a lot of pain at a music festival one time. And I went and I like sat down for a second and I like got myself like sitting all straight. And then I like went and put both hands over top of my knee and just like sat there and breathed into it. And it slowly started to like heal and like start to get better. Like I noticed it.
So with my visual, I take the pink energy and I use if you followed along with the numbers, 6 is blue, 7's purple,
And then
So then,
eight's pink.
the infinity loop, your internal healing, the number 8, the non-linear understanding of space and time is your healing energy. So then, because I rearranged them and I put white above pink, my white chakra is actually a visual representation of myself in the state of meditation, sitting in a meditative, calm state, taking each one of the colors that has come before and the color I currently have, white, and the one that's about to come after it as individual energy rings. And the way I do the energy rings is, like I said, each color has corresponding physical exercise. So the white one is actually playing to meditating. But once you sync up the colors to physical exercises, and the reason why I use white in a visualization for the meditation state is so that you can connect to the colors without having to physically do anything. Because it was winter when I was looking at this. It was white everywhere. So every snowflake became an exponential representation of myself physically meditating, putting all of the colors in place.
This is also really helpful for me too, because like I tend to like use like certain colors, and like I go like into like, instead of using like all the colors, it's like sometimes it's hard for me to actually use like all the colors because I want to just use one color.
That makes perfect sense, actually. I mean, okay, hold on. Get that off there. So there's like, I find people there, you can figure out, and for me, I always say, like, it does, you yourself can pick the order you like your chakra colors in and the corresponding exercises. I go, like, originally, my blue exercise was left arm concentration curls, and the purple was right arm concentration curls. My orange physical exercise is right planking. My yellow is left planking, because the spot in the body that orange and yellow chakras correspond to are between your heart and your pelvis. So it's your abdomen, it's your core muscles, which is why I visualize it as side planking, which strengthens your core muscles. So then the last color that I added in is clear above white. And the reason, you and I are staring through air. We're breathing it. We are breathing the same air. What you exhale, I inhale. We're all one and the same. The unseen magnetic fields, energy fields that support all of us, the universe, God, however you want to call it, your higher power, is here for you at all times. You can simply take 5 minutes worth of breath work and feel a energized, deep connection with source. Because as long as you're still breathing, you ain't dead. And we also understand that energy is not destroyed.
So are we going on to blue?
Yeah. I dropped my paintbrush. Would you like to know more about blue? All right.
Yes.
Okay, the blue one is number 6, your throat chakra. And like I said, originally I had a different exercise, physical exercise for it. So like I said, I've been adjusting the practice throughout. And originally, left arm, blue, LL, the color, number, body synergy. I was doing arm curls on the left side, but instead, because I know blue is your throat chakra, and I want to make it more physically synergized with its representation, I know from martial arts that your primary stance that they teach you to learn from is horse stance. And when you do horse stance in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, your knees are bent square to you, bent. You're squatting a little. It's almost like doing a wall chair, where you put your back against the wall and you go down in the chair and you hold it for as long as you can.
Yeah.
So in this position, of course, when you punch, you twist. But at the end as you push forward, and I visualize myself as I am, but fully in blue. Kind of like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Goku or Vegeta, full Super Saiyan blue energy. You envision your body that way, and you actually make a sound at that point.
Huh.
And I was like, ooh. You ever catch videos of Bruce Lee doing the 6-inch punch? If you listen carefully, just before he strikes forward, he makes an exhaling sound, because the sound sends a vibration with the energy that you're physically putting forward. And that's why I put blue as the horse stance chakra instead of arm bars, so that I could get the synergistic effects of linking the body and sound together in the chakra representation. So one of the things I do with my entire practice is, because clear is my top, and it's a direct representation of unseen source connection to the universe at all times, is the entire visualization practice. Once you have your colors lined up the way you want them, and I would stick with having white and clear at the top and black at the ground, rearrange the others any way you want.
I like doing them in order.
Yep. I do black, then red, then orange, then yellow, then green, then blue, purple, pink, white, and clear. And clear, because I paint it, the water I'm rinsing my brush with. It's a source of gratitude. Source connection. I take a little water in while I'm painting. Take a sip. Inhale. Even as the water's going down, you can feel it activating your entire body. And stick with room temperature water, not cold water. You put cold water in you, you're slowing down your internal atomic structure, because cold slows down momentum, whereas warm water, the energy molecules in the water expand and are active. You know what I mean? It's like, if you boil water,
they're moving quicker and less dense.
And then when it goes to steam, it's even more. the atoms are moving faster. But if you go to freeze it, they slow down. So if you put cold water in, super cold water, you're actually slowing down your metabolism and you'll gain weight faster because it doesn't work with your body temperature. So, like I said, the entire practice in my head, I find, let's see, where am I at time wise? 10:25. Okay, keep playing.
Check it out.
Hold on 2 seconds. I'm trying not to get my wrist in the paint. Nice. I got a bunch of them on the car, and I got a couple on. Oh shit! I just sold 4 of my recycle and repurpose artist shirts, and so I take each color, and so one of the. Have you ever heard of Win Hoffman?
No.
Well, apparently he's the cold guy. And by cold, I mean he does extreme temperature stuff where, like, they'll meditate in a cold state, or like the Buddhist monks did, where they can physically stay in the cold temperatures but have their body at a radiant heat because of mental meditative states. So Wim Hoffman does this thing where he works with cold energy, and if you've ever been in the shower and you go from hot water to cold immediately, you notice that your breath starts to hyperventilate a little and your fight or flight response kicks in immediately, right?
Yeah.
Well, you control your breathing and focus, you can stop that. So, one of the things I do is every morning when I shower, I start with hot water, and then I make sure I actually face west to start with because I want to end facing the sun. So I start west and I visualize each color, my energy body in each color, physically doing the exercises that I envision with each color. And I count the number that goes along with each color. So when I'm black, I see myself doing pull-ups and I say the number 1. But I'm in the shower and the water's coming down over me. Clear is number 10. You can't paint clear. So clear is the water pouring over me already. And I'm linking it color-wise to a temperature point of hot. And then I work my way up through each color. But as I do a full 360 in that color with positive smiles and everything else, and bring it up to back around to the west face. And I usually, while I do the circle around, I breathe in. When I get to east, I exhale until I'm back to west. Then I switch to the next color, red, and do the same thing. Big inhale under the hot, circle east, exhale, finish to the west. And then when I get through each color and each visual exercise with the numbers and colors, I end on clear. And once I get to clear, I switch to cold water. And because you're controlling your breathing, you don't inhale through your mouth when you hit cold. You exhale through your nose, or you don't inhale through your nose. You exhale through your nose. You inhale slowly through your mouth. And then you work back down under cold water, doing the exact same thing with each color. Because if your visualization practice is capable in your meditative state, now you have energy rings in hot and cold that you can visually spin around yourself in your meditative state. And by linking them to colors and numbers and physical exercises, like I had a buddy in college look at me one day because he's a mathematician. He's like, I see fractals everywhere. I was like, well, imagine the power of being able to see fractals everywhere. If every number you see actually has a corresponding physical exercise that you link to yourself, you're actually creating source connection with everything through linking to the colors and physical energy bodies. Okay, I'm missing green at the moment here. Rinse my brush off. Give me some green. And my green exercise, I don't know if I actually said the exercise for green. Green's my heart chakra. And I do push. So for every, because there's 10 colors I use for chakras, each exercise I do 10 of. So if I see myself in the color black doing pull-ups, I do black 1, red, black 1, 2, red, or black, orange 3, and so on, so that I can correspond each color with the others in the exercises. So if I need to change an exercise to a different one because I think it makes more sense, like I did the push-ups for the heart chakra, and I used to attempt to do 5 push-ups for every color. So it was actually 50 push-ups. Well, I tell you what, you try doing 50 push-ups in a minute while talking and explaining what you're doing, you're not gonna be very well winded because, well, it's your heart chakra. You're supposed the blue chakra is the one that controls the breath. So you need to do the blue X breath work at the same time with the push-ups. So then I decided that with the push-ups, the big inhale on the way down, exhale on the bottom, lay flat, and then push up without inhaling. Then at the top, you inhale. And then you only do 10 of them, but you visually, like, so my first push up is green, black. My second one is green, red, green, orange, green, yellow, green, 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 blue, green, purple, green, pink. Oh, we got about 10 minutes left on this. Green, white, then green, clear. And because I do physical exercises and the last color is clear, it actually makes it more, I accomplished it, because when you actually do the physical exercise and you finish your green push-up and you say green clear, you cleared your level. It thinks it's video gameplay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's okay.
I love it.
I'm using these like markers that are really cool.
Are they
They're like the alcohol-based markers.
nice? I'm
They
just
like
using acrylic paints right now because I don't have a good studio spot to let my oils dry.
they got like
Nice.
that, like a nice point, and then they got like a chisel edge.
Sweet. Here, hold on 2 seconds. I'm going to show you something I can do. Oh, no, that's not the button I want. No, it is that I want. So let's see. Say screen share Spotify there. So you can see that I'm screen sharing Spotify there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to a different one. New share. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, come on. I gotta stop share for a second. Get over there. Get over here. No. Close that out. Come on. Sorry if it's being a little goofy, Chris.
You're good. You're good.
Bam. And I get back to Zoom. Share screen. Now I got you. I should be sharing the screen now. Right? Boom. Boom. Minimize that. So let's see. With what I've got there, you can see the colors and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the neat things I can do with Zoom, I can draw.
Haha.
So I can like show where things are, like the fact that those little dots on the underside is actually telling you that the movement in the trend is upward. And then let's see, go back to that. Come back. Yeah.
This is for Apple?
What, the Zoom?
No. The stock.
Welcome to the dark side of my bizarre mind. Side of this park ride. There's an atom bomb inside my hard drive. I'm holding the apocalypse.
Okay, get me back to where the Zoom is.
Just realize that I'm an idiot. Wearing my disguise, my real face is fucking
You see everything resume share. There we go. Heck, bet. Increase the size. No. Stop share. And go back to here. Go big. And then go back to there. Share. So yeah, I can look at Apple. Ooh. Sorry about the feedback. I can look at Apple. I can look at currency pairs. And you see right here where it tells you what the payout percentage is on the currency pairs.
Yeah.
We avoid anything that's under 70% payout unless you know exactly what you're doing, because your return on risk is better this way. So like say, I'm going to look at that one just as an example. And it looks like movement's going down. But MACD went way up. It's open right here, which is actually a good spot correspondingly. You know, look right here where it comes outside the bands. My MACD is open in the same spot. And right here, they're all under. That's the spot where you would look for a quick buy. I'm on a 30-second chart. That is not the chart you want to be on right now. So I would change to a minute chart, get a more accurate read. And if you look, my minute chart, even though it was a little bit different than the 30-second chart, the same information still applied in the same area. Outside, you do a buy for candles here, or a sell right there at the double top. Actually, that's the better one right there on here where it double tops, because momentum on the dots is telling you it's going down. So you follow a 3 candle, 1, 2, 3. So if at the top of this candle you would put in for 3 candle. So I'm on a 1-minute chart. Each candle represents 3. Each candle represents a minute. So if you had gone in right here for a 3-minute sell, by the time this green candle ended over here, you're in profit.
How much?
I'm gonna say, okay, so right now it's pushing up. I will go like, I gotta shut off the notation for a second. I come here. I'm gonna shut off that. I don't know. I'll just go to an example. I'm gonna go for a 30-second sell there on $3. And the reason I did the sell there is because momentum's going down. You see how these green bars are shrinking? Okay, so I'm going to click on this. Oh, this pair has 85% payout, and I did a $3 trade. So if I want it, it would have given me that 85% on the payout. So like I can change it to $1 and make it easier to see. Right now, momentum's up. There's a 30-second trade for $1. I'm in demo mode, so I'm not risking live money at the moment. This is where you, in demo, where you learn to apply all the strategies from the academy so that when you're in live, you're profitable. Like, see how that green dot just switched to the underside?
That means sell.
Well, in this area right here where they're above, it means the momentum's down. Right here in this area, when the RSI stochastic's pushing up.
Oh, it's on the way up.
Yep. The underside dots mean that momentum's heading up. So like right now, it just went down a little. And of course, I didn't check any of my indicators to find out if this pair is good or not. So I can check out the currency strength meter. I'll go back to that. It was not a win, but that's okay. That's what demo's for. So in this, I'm looking at Chinese versus Japanese, right? And new share. And you see how I come over here and I'm looking at my